Hello? 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 Alright, so what do we want to say? Is it deep enough, or did you want to leave it like this? It sounds pretty deep. Alright. I mean, I could go deeper. I haven't even begun to get deep. Sounds like some evil shit right there. What? Why can't you keep your earphones on? I can't do it. I just cannot do it. It's just too much. It's too dark for him. Look, I have a van with candy in it that I lure kids to, and even this is too dark.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes. I'm your host, Buddy.
I'm Manny.
And I'm Aaron.
All right, let's get into the show.
What's going on
Actually,
with the show?
you know, get your days of the week out of
He's
here.
just gonna call you out.
You're just calling me out right now. I didn't even have it ready.
Get it ready.
Okay, I'm getting it right now.
What we did last episode is the top movies that we're expecting to come out this year.
Yes.
So this episode, we're gonna start off with the top shows.
Oh, I thought we were doing favorite cupcakes.
That's next episode.
Oh.
What's
Hostess.
on the menu for
Sarah Lee.
today for the show
Well,
is top shows of the year,
Okay.
O.A. review, the
Yes,
new show
finally.
on Netflix.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that one.
So you
And
finished
then,
it.
Yes.
Okay,
and then we
good.
have a top 5 video games.
Of all time,
Yes. From our sidekick, Aaron.
What are you talking about?
The Request.
Hi.
Request.
I'm right here.
No, not you.
Sidekick. Are you the sidekick?
But my name's Aaron.
Yeah, but
No,
are
but
you
you're
a
not a
sidekick?
sidekick.
No, but
You do understand more than one person has your name.
What?
Yep.
Say what?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Aaron.
You're darn right. Okay, so since you just called me out
Yep.
today, January 12th, guys. Happy January 12th. Not only is it all these days I'm going to say, but it's all of our unbirthday today. I don't know if you knew that. It's all of our.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
It's not our birthday.
Unbirthday. Have you ever watched Alice in Wonderland?
The,
Have a merry, merry unbirthday to me, to you, to me.
is that the animated? Or is that the movie?
Yes, the animated.
Yeah, it is.
God damn it.
I think I remember that.
Jeez, so angry today, Aaron.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty angry.
Sprinkles.
Thanks.
Gross.
Today,
Mouth breather.
January 12th,
You dirty mouth breather.
my name is not Eli Manning.
That's true.
He looks like a fucking ogre. You know what I'm saying?
Ogatro.
Yes. So you mix Eli Manning with
is
a
that
troll.
Is that who Jay Jackal is?
No, mix with a troll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, Eli Manning isn't as ugly as Ogatrol. You know what I'm saying?
Ogatrol.
There it is.
Ogatro.
Today is Curried Chicken Day. Everybody like some curried chicken?
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
A little spicy. I like the
I
little,
don't
just
like-
a little.
I don't like to be told when to have curry chicken, though.
No, today.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like to be told.
Oh dear.
I'll have it whenever I want.
Oh,
Damn well,
okay.
please.
Okay. Well, healthy weight, healthy look day.
Huh?
Sure.
Healthy
We're
I
weight.
feel like he's
Trying.
really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch here. Healthy weight, healthy look. International Kiss a Ginger Day.
Oh, Tyler said that this morning, actually. He was trying to make out with John.
Is Tyler stealing my shtick?
He is.
What
Yeah.
a jerk.
Remember when he came on the show? He stole.
He's like,
your
hey,
shtick.
brownie day, guys. I got brownies.
He's a secret fan
Yeah, he is.
of the sprinkles.
He loves it. And National Pharmacist Day. So just let's all appreciate our drug dealers. Okay?
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Thanks.
All right.
I'm done.
get into
I'm
it.
done.
Oh, we got that out of the way.
Shut up.
top shows of the year. We're going to go down this list like we did the movies.
Okay.
Except we got a little bit more. I put a little bit more description in these since we're not as familiar. The movies we talked about over and over and over again, so we kind of knew what was happening. But
And some of these are new.
yes, they are. Some of them have already started. They started this month. But first one on the list, Emerald City on NBC.
It looks okay.
I love Wizard of Oz.
Me too.
I like the idea of spinning it off, but it hasn't been very successful in the past.
It looks weird as hell. I've seen the trailer. It looks good, but I'm always hesitant to like a network television show.
I read that it was exactly.
You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
exactly how you feel. It was described as dark avant-garde version of Wizard of Oz, and Oz is like Westeros.
Oh dear.
So
I watched 10 minutes of it and I couldn't.
No?
I was
really?
like, nope.
What
I'm
was so
good.
bad about it?
It just seems so
They're trying too hard.
dumb. Like it's this girl, right? And
Dorothy.
she gets left at a house. Yes, of course, Dorothy.
I'm just making sure.
She gets left at a house, right? And it's like this lady, and it's almost like it's stormy. She comes up to the house, drops the kid off.
It's a tornado.
Next thing you
It's a
know,
tornado.
2 minutes later, not even the next scene, she's like, I don't know, 17 or 18. She works at a hospital.
Sure, as you do.
She's like banging some dude, I guess. And then she goes back to her house or she drives up to like her mom's or where the lady that I guess was her mom that dropped her off went to her house. Her mom comes out. She drives away.
Okay.
And then the storm comes and she's at her house. She's like, I'm going to go see my mom. And drives over there. And then the tornado happens. She gets in a cop car
random.
with a dog that is Toto's supposed to be, but it's a German Shepherd.
I knew you were gonna say a German Shepherd.
A German Shepherd, and she like falls, and there's like
Oh, man.
this witch. I was just like, I'm done.
Why
I'm
do I
checked out.
feel like it may be more weird because he's trying to tell it to us, explain it to us?
Yeah, maybe a
Like,
little
you
bit.
go ahead and watch it, and you tell me what you think. But
Okay.
I checked out after 10 minutes.
No, I'll believe you. You know, it's like what Aaron said. You know, I don't watch a whole lot of
Like,
shows on.
I'm not saying they're all like Lost. Wonderful. That was a network show, but
see-
it's
I think it's easier to do an old time movie like that. But when you try to make it like it happens today, it's just so unbelievable and really hard to get into.
well.
something
Hold on.
Like that.
See, the old timey ones. I get what you're saying. You can't do them today, but Wizard of Oz you can because it's a girl that gets taken to basically another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
So anything can happen in another dimension, in another universe.
I know, but they make it like today. You know what I mean?
Even though
It's-
technically in the movie she was just in a coma basically, but
Exactly.
that's okay.
But whatever. That's how I feel about that show.
Spoiler alert.
schizophrenia.
There it is.
Spoiler alert! I didn't even give them anything.
Well,
It's the
everybody-
plot of Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, everybody. That's what I'm saying. Spoiler for the plot of Wizard of Oz.
Number
The
two.
first 5 minutes of the movie.
Number two, Taboo FX.
I want to. I'm mad that I didn't see it when it started.
Which was
Am
a
I
couple
the
days
only
ago.
one that did show
Yeah.
prep? I watched
You're the only
it.
one that has time on their hands.
Hey,
So,
don't be
I know about
jealous.
this guy. I'm not jealous.
Aaron's got all the time in the world.
I had
I don't got
I had
much
an
time.
outline to do.
I'm sorry, my parents' house is flooding.
I got up at 4 a.m. to watch this show.
wow.
Why?
I thought
Okay,
Aaron
hold on.
had
He get-
watched it.
He gets up at 4 a.m. to go work out.
That's true. And I didn't
Yeah,
go today.
that's what I thought.
I didn't go today, so I thought I'd watch Taboo because I thought you said you were going to watch it, so
Slacker.
I watched it.
Well, I didn't watch it.
Well, you said you were going to.
Well,
so I
I
watched
forgot.
It. So I did watch this show. They put a lot of money into this show.
Is it weird?
And it really shows how well the sets are. The clothes. What was cool about the clothes, and I don't know why my mind goes to this, but they look nice but ratty at the same time. Like they fit in that time period.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to say.
And I really like that about it. It's not like everybody's like perfectly dressed and their clothes like they look torn and ratted because they wear them all the time, but they were nicer. You could tell people were dressed nice. But I think this show's going to be good. It is very weird.
It's already because I thought they were going to build up to the weird because I know it's a weird show. I thought they were going to build up to the weird. No,
And Tom Hardy did an amazing
come on.
job.
It's Tom Hardy.
I know.
This
What,
show's-
what is Tom Hardy? What does he say? What does he say in Batman? Tom Hardy? I don't know what he says. What does he say?
I am Bane.
No, I don't know.
Not like that.
It's close, but it's not quite. I'm here. I'm closing my eyes. There he is.
Boom.
I bet. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but I
So,
just wanted him to do his.
This was really good and worth the watch, but I'm really hoping, it's only the first episode, so you got to give it more time.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this may be, if it's good, I'll get Robin on board. She likes these kind of time period, these time, these
I
period
think it's
pieces.
going to be a slow burn.
So this is on
Slow
FX, and I've heard FX has the movies.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've heard on their commercials.
Next topic, please.
Okay. Just kidding.
FX got another one. Legion on FX.
I am so excited.
We don't have a date for this yet. It's not shown. I thought it was going to be on Netflix, by the way.
No, I knew. Yeah, it was on FX. I'm so excited for this, and the more and more trailers I see, I get more excited because there is like a slight, like a main X-Men tie-in, just a slight, but they're not saying what it is. But it looks like everything. Like the cinematography in the trailers looks excellent. It looks visually like it was shot very well. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. And
so this shows it's a show within the X-Men movie universe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kid with strong powers, but he's pretty much crazy, right? Something like that.
Schizophrenic. He's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it comes out soon.
This other one, I thought it started last week. I'm actually excited that it starts this weekend. A series of unfortunate events
With Neil
on
Patrick Harris.
Netflix. I hope it's good. It looks cool. And it's the early reviews it's getting decent reviews.
The kids in it, because it came out with the movie came out with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids look exactly the same as the kids from the one with Jim
That's
Carrey.
funny.
Like exactly. It's
Did
creepy.
you guys like the Jim Carrey
I did
movie?
not like that. Not
No,
too much,
nobody really liked the Jim Carrey one.
It was bad.
But I love Neil Patrick Harris. Everything he does when he acts, like I don't care if him hosting whatever Golden Globes or Grammys or whatever he hosts. But he does really good. He's a good actor, and I'm excited to see him. And every interview I've seen, he looks like he's like a super fanboy of this. Like he loves to do it. And he's not just playing the normal, like, the guy from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad about that.
It's fun to see actors be excited about a role because it's something different. He's never done something like this before.
No, he looks good in the costume.
Yeah.
This other one is weird, man. I saw a lot of these
wanna
trailers.
talk about this.
I saw these trailers before all the Westworld.
Every time.
Every fucking time.
I watched it online,
So,
and every time.
It was described as just he's like the first American Pope, and it is weird.
It is out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
did we say
know.
The Young Pope on HBO starts
Yes.
January 15th.
There it is.
I don't know anything about this.
Nobody does. It's new.
Yeah, but I'm just like the Pope, or I
Yeah.
know who he is, but I don't know about his role, how big it is, anything about the Pope at all.
You're not a big Catholic head.
No,
You don't know much about Catholicism.
no.
Okay.
So what I think, what this show is, I just don't know. I want to watch it just because it looks weird, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm really going to be into it.
Just the scene of him making that person kiss his feet in the
Oh,
trailer,
yeah.
no, it's gonna be an HBO. They make good. They
And when
put on
he's
good
smoking
shows.
the cigarette, and
Oh.
he's just like,
Why does it remind me of like a 90s softcore film?
Really?
Like some sort of Skinamax
That's-
movie. Like they're gonna doom doom sh, doom 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 sh. They're gonna get into some fucking or something.
it does seem like, because it's very like low tone.
It's
the
weird,
music
yeah. It's
and
got
everything.
an odd feeling to it.
No, I'm excited. Yeah. We're all watching that. Are we all gonna watch that?
I'll wait. I'll
I'm
get
gonna
your-
watch it,
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
get your opinion
Yeah.
first.
Oh, wait.
This next one
Thanks.
is another freaking weird one.
I am okay. Basically, everybody's saying this is like another Gossip Girl.
Why is
And-
my question?
I know, right? They're taking this old ass comic.
Archie Comics.
Sorry, it's called Riverdale.
The show is called Riverdale on CW.
On
yeah.
CW, and I'm gonna watch
Archie Comics with a serious tone.
with like a dark kind of
What
young
is-
adult tone.
Okay, I don't know too much about Archie Comics.
I don't either.
What is it about that comic that you have to hold on to and put in something else? What is it?
No, it's just about some people
Who
that live
gives
in
a
a town called Riverdale, and there's a lot of drama between the teenagers. There's a guy, Archie. His name is Archie, the redhead.
Jughead.
And it's a
is there
thing.
Is there
It's
Veronica in there? I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard people just say, yeah, it's the next Gossip Girl.
Nope. Out.
What?
Yeah.
What is the point? It's like, whatever.
The point is, there's no more original ideas.
Nobody wants to think of any original ideas.
Yeah.
Next one, Powerless on NBC, February 2nd. We talked about this one a little bit, right?
looks
It's
funny.
It's described as DC's first comedy with Vanessa Hudgens playing the head of R&D for Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah, so it's they work at an insurance company because of all the property damage that all the superheroes in the DC universe do. It looks good.
Yeah.
Like it looks like The Office, but with a superhero tone. I've heard there's going to be little, like you'll see, it's not like Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck universe. It's a totally different universe, but it is the DC.
Vanessa Hudgens, but it's saying that she's part of R&D.
What is R&D?
Research and development.
Yeah, she's in the company. She doesn't have. There's nobody with powers in it.
I know that, but that's telling me that she's part of Batman's
Making
technological.
his stuff.
Yeah, making his shit.
See, what I thought was that it's just a company that he owns. He owns this insurance company, the Wayne. Because I saw in the trailer it shows like the Wayne logo.
I didn't see the trailer. Okay.
And I think it's just a company he owns. He owns this insurance company.
I could see Bruce Wayne being like, "Well, we fucked this whole city up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay to rebuild it."
And what a smart move.
Yeah.
He owns the company that fixes the shit that he fucks up.
Yeah, it's
Like, what the hell?
It's a cycle of life.
But yeah, no, all the superheroes.
Rich people getting richer.
You're darn right. But no, it looks funny.
It's all
And
Superman. Fuck up that building right there.
it looks creative. It's what we were talking about before.
The
It
only
looks original.
thing I wish DC would do is kind of what Marvel's done is everything ties together.
Yeah, no, this does not tie in with any of the movies.
Bummer.
Because you have Gotham, you're gonna have this. I mean, all their stuff is just so sporadic.
And
Yeah.
even Arrow and the Flash and all that CW TV, they're in the same universe.
Yeah,
but they're
they all
not
fit
in the
in
movie
this-
universe.
Which is fine.
You get 50 versions of the same character. I
Yeah.
just don't like that. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. Yeah, with the Flash, everybody is mad because they're like, "Why are you like?" I don't mind them having Ezra Miller as the Flash for the movie, but like, there's so many people that are like, "Why don't you just cast Grant Gustafson or whatever his name is? He's already the Flash.
Yeah.
Just put him in a movie." But the TV and the movies are two different things.
That's the problem they have, is that they're not sticking to one formula. They just want to. Everybody just wants to go all willy nilly on it. Just do whatever they want.
Being all cattywampus.
Oh, dear. What?
Cattywampus.
What is that, a Mormon thing like last
No,
week?
it's not. It's not a Mormon.
No,
thing.
I've heard that before.
What's
Cattywampus.
cattywampus?
Just means like stuff like all messed up. Cattywampus.
It's like all over the place.
Okay.
Search it.
Google it.
Do you
Who
Google
says
it?
search it?
Yeah. Do you Google?
Search it. All right.
Did I just say that?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. That was you.
You making fun of me?
Search it.
You don't make fun of Manny in the Bat Cave.
Oh.
It's official. It's on the wall.
You don't put baby in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. Next one, Training Day
Oh,
on CBS.
yeah, I don't know about this,
No,
man.
I've heard bad early reviews of this. It's bad.
Antoine Fuqua and don't say it, Jerry Bruckheimer.
What was I gonna say?
Because they're trying to make the movie into a TV series.
Except it's reversed.
They're adapting the movie into a series, but
but it's reversed.
what do you mean by reverse?
So instead of
I saw Bill Paxton in
Training Day, Denzel Washington
was training.
was the bad cop.
Right.
This time, like it's glaringly obvious that they're making the white guy the bad guy, which is fine. It's just funny, like they're just switching it up. So the white actor is the dirty cop, and then there's a black actor that's the new guy.
Got it.
But I just don't think it's going to be good. Like it's another one of those things. They're just hey, let's take this franchise or this thing
Idea.
and start it over again. It's just like Limitless was canceled this year, I'm pretty sure, because they turned a movie into a TV show.
Yeah.
Just come up with something new.
Well, here's another one they won't let go is 24 Legacy with that's on Fox. It's with the guy that
Played Tupac?
no, he played
Dre.
Dre.
He's also in
I forgot
Walking
his
Dead.
name. Yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Military hero returns to the U.S. with trouble following.
Bum bum bum.
And I think Jack Bauer's going to be in it.
I
Or at
think
least
he's gonna
play
have
a part.
cameos. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody
I
cares.
don't care.
I never watched 24, but I do know Jack Bauer always yelled, "Get down!" That's all I know.
This one I'm a little interested in. I know you guys are probably going to make fun of me.
Oh dear.
Big Little Lies.
Don't know anything about
It's on
it.
HBO. It's got a lot of big
Wait,
actors in it.
with Reese Witherspoon.
And Nicole Kidman.
That does look good.
Shailene Woodley.
Yeah.
So it's described as, this starts February 19th. It's described as the perfect lives of three mothers begin to unravel. I don't know. I'm kind of looking. I'm just like, hey, it looked kind of good. It's got some good actors and actresses in it. So I'll probably give it a shot.
Remember,
What?
they're not actresses anymore.
Who are
Just
they?
all
What
actors.
are they?
They're all actors.
Actors.
Wait, what?
We
Then-
talked about it last episode. Come on,
Wait,
give
we-
it the time.
Wait, we did?
Yes,
Shut the fuck up. Oh man, we need to talk after the show.
no problem.
All right.
Next one. This one actually looks funny. Crashing on HBO. I don't have a specific date for it. A comic has to start his life over after his wife leaves him.
I like.
Have you seen
that.
the trailers
Yeah,
for this? It looks
I'm-
pretty good.
I'm actually excited for this. It looks
Yeah.
pretty funny.
I kind of want to see this.
Haven't seen it.
I don't know that comedian very well, but I think I've seen a couple things with him. He's pretty funny.
I think it'll be funny.
Do you
Yeah.
know, do you know who it is? Buddy? Hey buddy. Buddy. Hey buddy.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. How was your water?
Delicious.
About as good as your beer.
Thank you.
Last one. We've talked about this on the show. Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Iron Fist on Netflix starts March 17th.
I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to this one.
And they just released some promo images for Defenders too today. There was some
Oh, really?
promotional photos. Yeah.
To check that out. I didn't
Pretty
see
cool.
that. I don't think it's going to be too difficult to be a little better than Luke Cage. So
Hey man.
that's gonna.
Luke Cage was. Look.
Boom.
I'm still gonna defend me and Black Goat. Okay. Luke Cage was great.
I like how you guys take ownership over this
Yes.
show. Like you guys have any part in
You're
it.
darn
I
right.
know, like they, had a part in making the show.
It just makes me want to talk shit about it more.
Look. It's just like people saying it's my football team.
I talk shit about those people too.
I know. Buddy.
I don't say it's my Batman.
Oh, I say it all the
I
time.
know you do.
That's why I didn't say anything.
We're going to the Super Bowl. We just lost last week. Like you didn't do jack shit.
I sat at home stuffing my face, cheering them on.
Well, that's, we watch the same football team.
Yep.
We're not cheering anybody.
No.
Right now.
That's
No.
good.
No, we're not. Come on, let's just.
Our
Okay.
season
Anyways,
was over
let's
when it started.
let's move on.
Next subject. All right, let's say this first before we get anywhere. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Boom. We're going to be talking all about O.A., the new show that was on Netflix. We gave you guys it's been out about 3 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah, I
3
think
weeks
so.
a month, something
Yeah,
like that.
3 weeks.
So we gave you guys enough time to watch it, but we're going to be going over all of this. So if so, pause it, watch the show, come back. It's only 8 episodes.
I feel like nobody's watching this show.
It's
No.
unfortunate. It really is.
Yeah.
So let's get into it because we've been waiting for a while to talk about this show because I know we're going to have a lot of different opinions about it.
I watched it first, then you watched it,
Yeah,
and
I
then
finished it.
Buddy just finished it.
Yes.
So let me read it just real quick so anybody who is still listening and
Sure.
doesn't care about spoils, and let me just read what it's about. It's a girl that goes missing for 7 years and returns home,
A blind girl.
a blind girl, and she comes back home but with her eyesight, regaining back her eyesight. Her blindness was caused by an accident when she was 6 years old.
Traumatic event. Yeah.
Yes. So, the show was created by, I'm going to try to say this guy's name, by
That's
the way.
okay.
He has the most awesome last name, by the way.
Simonich.
No.
Oh.
God, no.
I tried.
The creator, Zal Batman Glige. I think that's how you pronounce it. I tried to look it up a lot
I
yesterday.
don't think that's how you pronounce it.
Batman Glige.
Batman Gleech.
Well, of course I said it like that. I want to pronounce
Batman Gleech.
it. Batman
he
Glige.
just cuts it off. He's
Batman
like, Batman.
Batman Glige.
Brit Batman. Oh no, Zal Batman.
Zal Batman Glige. Batman Glige.
Yeah, that
He's
guy.
the creator. along with Britt Marling,
Who plays?
She plays Prairie Johnson. She's the main
Which is
character,
the main
Or-
character.
OA.
or OA.
Either
and
one.
she's been in other stuff before
Yeah.
as well. A long time ago, I think Babylon.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's way back then.
Yeah, that is.
And we got the music from Zal's brother, Rostam.
Bless you.
It was
Rostam.
good.
I loved the music
Yeah.
on that.
Music
Yeah,
was really
it
good
really
in this show.
It felt right with the tone of each episode, yeah.
He's a former Vampire Weekend member,
What the fuck?
so that's kind of interesting.
What's Vampire Weekend?
It's a band.
Oh,
It's like an emo band or something.
Oh,
right?
dear.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's what we got. What's everybody's opinions about this?
I really liked it.
You
It
were the
was-
first one to watch it.
I don't even know why I started watching it. Like I just saw it and I think I read an article saying it was the best TV show of the year of 2016.
Who said that?
The internet.
The internet.
The World Wide
And I'm not
Web.
saying no, I'm not saying it's the best TV show of 2016. It's up there for me. It's really good. It's not your traditional television show.
Definitely
I
not.
can say that. Not just because it was only 8 episodes. Each episode was kind of differed in length.
Yeah.
It felt like an art piece.
I like the transitions. You didn't get any credits.
No.
You didn't get any intro.
Yeah.
It was just that light that would dim out
Sure.
and then come back in the next episode. I really like the transitions of each episode on there.
Yeah, it felt that they really want an award for this show because
Visually, at least.
it felt like to me it felt like a piece of art. It didn't feel like
Yeah.
a show. And for whatever you say about the story or whatever, but it felt different than anything I've ever watched. It was good. And when they started to do the dancing, I felt a little awkward and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That was fucking weird.
But I understood after, 20 minutes of them doing it, I understood what was going on, and it was really good. I really loved it. And it was like I said, it was different than anything I've ever seen.
No, go ahead,
You
Manny.
want me to go
Yeah.
first? Okay. I feel very similar to Aaron. It took me about 5 episodes to get into it. I almost didn't. I didn't go past 5. Robin and I were having a hard time with it in the first few episodes, and after the 4th episode, she's like, "I need a fucking break from this show."
Sure.
And I was like, "Okay." And a couple days passed. I'm like, "We're not gonna watch this show, are we?" And she goes, "Yeah, I kind of do want to watch it." So we throw on the 5th episode, and by the end of the 5th episode, I felt like I was hooked.
Yeah.
I was like, this is pretty dope.
Was
I
it-
like the idea. I like the concept. All the way up into the end, we appreciated the music. We talked about that. The look and feel of it. It was an art piece. The whole thing was an art piece. Yeah. The dance movements, the 5 movements that they talk about, is contemporary dancing. That's all it was. And it was actually, you'll actually kind of recognize the choreography. If it looks familiar to you, it's because the choreography was done by the same person that did a 2014 Sia video.
With the Shia LaBeouf
I think it's either that one
in
or
the bird
I think
cage.
I think Ryan.
know-
His name is Ryan Heffington. I think it's a he.
Do you not know what that is? Have you never seen the Sia video?
But
with
what about
Shia
the
LaBeouf?
chandelier? The little girl. It's the same little girl, right?
Same little girl.
Yeah. So she's
Well, I'm sorry. Sia isn't that little girl.
no. It's
She
like a
has that
representation
little
of her.
girl dance in all of her videos.
Yeah.
That little girl is actually a friend of Millie Bobby Brown, who was in Stranger Things.
All right,
They're
look at
friends.
that. 6
Yeah,
degrees
sorry.
of separation.
I think Kevin Bacon's in there somewhere.
Yeah. So I like the concept. I understand that the show doesn't give you a whole lot of answers at the end.
Does it?
I don't know. It depends if you take that
Okay,
as an
yeah,
answer.
okay,
but
well, yeah.
so I enjoyed watching Britt Marling. She was I think she was a really good actor, whatever the fuck you want
She
to call it.
held that show together.
She was good, and then that it's just everything. The concept was just fucking crazy.
You know who I like to see that made me really happy inside? Herschel.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, he's back.
No beard, short hair. It was old school. Season 2 Herschel. I'm like, I love you so much. Oh, look at
Okay, so-
Grandpa.
Let's go. Let's hear.
So, do you remember the first thing when you told me about this show?
I said, I want you to watch it, but I don't want to tell you whether I like it or not because I want you to form your own opinion about it.
And you were like, I don't think you'll like it because of how it ends.
Yes.
So, you pretty much, Aaron had watched it, you had watched it. You told me, I want you to watch this so we can talk about it on the show, or at least attempt to watch it.
Sure.
I think I said, I want you to watch it so that we can review it, but I don't want you to waste your time on a show that you don't like, you know?
Yeah.
So,
But
So at
it
least
was-
give it a shot.
It was only 8 episodes,
Yeah.
so it's not
So
too much.
I went into it, I turned it on, right? And I'm watching it, and I absolutely hated it in the beginning.
okay.
Like,
All right.
just watching
Oh, wow.
it, I wanted to turn it off
I had a hard time
like
with it.
4 or 5 times. Like, I was just like,
Really?
"Ugh, I can't stand this. And I slowly was like, okay, all right. And then the first episode ended, and I was like, and it just kicks on to the second one, and I slowly started being like, I got to know what happens. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was so intrigued by what was going on with the guy that was keeping them,
Hostage, yeah.
hostage. But the sheer fact of how she left blew my mind. Like,
Exactly.
I was so like caught up in
How she left where the house that they were being held in?
No, how she left her own home
Oh, yeah, yeah.
to find her dad, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
just that strong belief that she believed her dad was going to be there, and she showed up, and the guy was like, you have to leave, and like her astonishment of, what do you mean my father isn't here? Like, she had no doubt in her heart that he was going to be there.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of ventured out on her own, and when she met that guy, I was like, man,
This is
I
awesome.
almost had a thing of maybe he like embodied her father or knew or something was
Right.
going to be attached. And when the whole water and she first sits down, I was like, wait, oh my God.
You're saying in the cages.
Yeah, and she first sits down in the cage. I was like, shut the fuck. Like, I was because I was watching on my
so-
iPad. I was like, no. Like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, that's like, as I was thinking that too, I was like, do you
It's
not see what's happening here?
Like,
It's
what
the
do you-
worst.
No,
Yeah.
no. Like,
I am not going into somebody's house that has padlocks on every single door. Like, doesn't that go, maybe I shouldn't go through this door?
I'm hearing a lot of.
Yeah.
All right, come this way.
Yeah.
but she was so caught up of how he found her, and they had like this great time.
He was really nice.
And think about it, you're being adventurous. I mean, I'm like that all the time. I'm very adventurous, wanting to do all that stuff. So I see that, but obviously I can see it's a little bit different for her.
Buddy goes to New York, hangs out with some old guy,
But
has
when
some
you-
sex, goes in a dungeon.
Yeah, but when you hear that water, I was like, she had to know something was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then when she's in there, I don't know. I was
In
just
the
so
prison or cage
yeah.
or whatever.
Wasn't that just an interesting way of I like keeping them? Like they had all the greenery inside.
Yeah.
And it was creating the moisture, right?
Yeah,
I
that
guess.
was creating the condensation. But when you were introduced to the doctor that was keeping her, did you think what did you think right then? Not when they were going on the airplane and going to his cottage. Like, did you think anything was going to happen with him, or anything bad was going to happen with him?
Exactly what I thought. I thought he was gonna have some connection with her father. That's what I thought when I first saw him, because of how he found her. Mm-hmm. Like, it was just so weird. I knew he had to have something because he was so far away from her
Oh, sure.
and came to find her. I knew he was gonna have some big part, but I did not think that at all.
Manny.
Yeah, no, I just don't. I don't know. It's like, first off, was any of that real? Did she make any of it up?
I thought the same thing.
Is that like, okay, so she goes and teaches all these kids what she learned,
Sure.
and they're all doing it, and it's like, looks fucking ridiculous, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how do you believe somebody? And then I thought the whole time, it's like, so what? So what if it does work? And what if they do open a dimension and she runs through the fucking dimension? What are we supposed to do? We're still here. Yeah. I still got to go to fucking military school. And this bitch over here is going to get
that very end
fired.
part.
Oh, I was just going to bring it up. Yeah.
Did it make... I was very emotional. Not like crying.
I thought it was awesome.
But I was just so caught up in it that I just remember like I was watching on my iPad and I was just staring at like it was so beautiful just in how it was filmed and all the movements and how everybody just seemed so into the moment.
When they're in the school?
Yeah, and it caught me into it. Like I was so like had this just like overwhelming feeling like I was in it, and it was so well filmed that I haven't felt like that in a movie or a show in a long, long time.
Well, I agree with you on that part.
They did so much to build up the movements.
Oh yeah.
We got to see and I'll like a show. Like I'll force myself to like a bad show.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Okay.
But when they're doing it in the school with the wind blowing,
isn't that weird?
And how bright it is, like I was so caught up in that moment that I almost didn't want it to end.
Yeah.
And then when you see her, I was like all that emotion drained out of me, and I was like, no, like so, like I don't know, it was just very emotional for me.
So I think it was about episode 4 when you got hooked. What do you say?
5, but yeah.
The whole time before, there was a certain point where I was like, what the fuck is this show? And right when Homer and what's her name? And the O.A. and Prairie were doing the moves after the guy died.
Uh-huh.
Where just they were doing the movements.
Which I call it extreme Lamaze.
Oh. Yeah. It's not hot yoga, it's extreme Lamaze. And right then, I'm like, what is this show? What are they doing? And then all of a sudden, the blood starts coming up from the creek.
That was dope.
And back into the guy.
That scene, with even the music was perfect. That folky song that was playing.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, damn. And it's like, it was the guy who had the least amount of optimism towards what was happening.
Oh, sure.
He was the most pessimistic person, and he just came out of this thing, and he was just, it was dope.
But that's what had to happen in the show.
Yeah.
He had to, that's the person that had to die and come back, because then, obviously, that's where he changed. He knew that, obviously,
he was the one that
this was it.
Going back to what he was saying, everything, and both of you guys, everybody's saying, is how artistic this was. Some of the smallest detail made me fall in love with the show. Okay, something as small as when the drug addict, the one we're talking about now, is accidentally killed by Jason Isaacs' character, the doctor, and you see his flame just go out. Just that little bit of effects that you see in the dark, it looks like the fire going out.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful to be, that's your representation of life diminishing, just going away. And it was just little things like that I really, really liked.
Yeah.
Well, I liked how you just cared about every single person. Like when he takes him out and Homer, and he goes to that other country, and he's like going to escape. Like my heart started racing. I'm like, go, run, like go.
That part bothered the shit out of me. I was so like, come on, just go.
Yeah, and then
that was
how
hard.
he like goes down there, and they're all just staring at him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm just like screaming.
And the way they handled that, like in storytelling, made total sense because they're in a foreign country, and he just told them, he's mentally handicapped and he has a problem. And this seems like a small village on a little island that everybody knows each other. So everybody knows that there's this person that's not like everybody else.
Right.
Word gets around.
Yeah.
And it made sense. There was nothing in that other than the sci-fi elements. There was nothing in that show that I had to stretch my imagination to be like, I don't know if that would happen.
I'm just hoping this is it. They can't do anything more with it.
I don't know.
That'd be tough because I like the fact that we don't know whether she was crazy or if this really did happen.
That's what I want to leave it open-ended, which I'm not usually a fan of. But this show was so well put together. There wasn't that much of it. It made me want more, but at the same time, I don't want more.
Well, and you can see as whether or not she was telling the truth, how it affected those kids' lives and how they
And that lady,
changed. It changed them.
well, like when that lady,
From The Office?
yeah, she gave up.
Phyllis.
She
Yeah,
was
Phyllis.
That's her
out.
real name.
When she was out and she was like, "You've lost somebody," and
Yeah.
she just mentally connected with her.
Yeah.
Like blew my mind, and then she changed, and then she's been holding on to that money and gave that money. It's like
Yeah.
showing how much somebody can care for him in such a small window of time.
Yeah.
She didn't need the money.
And
And
it's-
obviously she didn't because she just gave it to those
dudes.
guards.
But it's almost like, today and age, you meet somebody, like how we've all met each other and how a small of an impact somebody can have, but they can be your friend or you would do something for them because you know them. And you're seeing it on a grander scale, of course, because it's a movie, but
Yeah.
still
What?
it hits close to home. And I thought that was really cool.
I thought this was a documentary.
It is.
I knew it.
Okay, the movie is a little dangerous though.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bunch of kids trying to do contemporary dancing when somebody's shooting. yeah. What the fuck is this dude?
I
doing?
wanted to hate the show in the beginning, but I ended up loving it.
I
It was
agree. The
crazy.
first 4 episodes were like, I don't know if this is
But
ever
I-
gonna go anywhere.
I was hating her real life in the beginning.
Yeah.
I only wanted to see her past, and then it all switched.
yeah.
And then it was like I wanted all of it. But in the beginning, I really hated it. Her real life.
Right. Right.
But I think that's what they meant
It all-
to do.
But all that needed to happen.
Oh, definitely.
Everything oh my God. They put together this show so well that it was like a puzzle. Every piece needed to go where it was. Yes, certain parts didn't feel good in the moment, but it had to be that way to make the show perfect. I think this show is as close as you can get to a perfect show. So
Maybe.
we've talked
Maybe.
about it.
It's really good. But
What did we all think happened at the end? We have to talk about it. We have to talk about it. Because-
My personal opinion.
Yes.
I think she died, and she maybe saw whoever this person was in the afterlife. I guess.
In the afterlife.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think happened?
I think she made it up.
You think she
Like-
made it through a dimension?
So you
No,
you think
no.
she made it up and then she just woke
oh,
up?
made it. Okay, made it up. Yeah.
You think she woke up or
So what,
she's
she
dead?
woke up in the hospital.
No, I believe she's dead.
She's dead. That's
like,
heaven
I
or
think
wherever.
it was her way of her getting captured
Yeah.
and her way of dealing with it.
I kind of agree with
Almost
him. I
like
think
a
that
Lost
she,
type-
I think
type of
her,
thing.
her head, yeah, she made up all that stuff in her head, but it's just like, yeah, it's like, so
So you believe she was an angel, Aaron?
No, I don't believe she was. I think
you think all those movements did what they did?
I think because it's a TV show. I think it was more of a sci-fi television. I think it was very based in the real world, but it was a sci-fi television show. And I think that she went to that alternate dimension where Homer was.
you think she made it?
Yeah, that's what I think.
When we saw the video of Homer at the beginning on the hospital bed,
Yeah,
was that him after the kidnapping or before?
before.
Okay.
That was when he got his near-death experience.
Yeah,
when he
okay,
was
alright.
playing football. But yeah. So all in all, right? Are we done? I think
we're
done
good
now.
with this one. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all give it a thumbs up. Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
I was
Hardly
all
Heroes.
Stamp of approval.
What is that? Shitting.
Y5.
Bing. Oh dear.
Oh my god.
All right.
Stop it.
So corny.
That's what makes show great. So from our from last episode are requests from Aaron, my cousin.
What did I request?
My cousin. You're not my cousin.
I'm not.
You're not his
Am I your cousin? Am I his cousin?
Top
I
five.
don't know.
I'm not Italian.
No, I
Top
guess not.
five
He's not Yugoslavian.
video games.
Did
Of
you
all
just
time.
write that down? Did you not remember?
VG.
Are you figuring out your top
VGs.
5 right now? Ooh, I got a VG. It's hard. I gotta put this.
Those
lotion-
are VDs, not VGs.
Boom. And no, that doesn't mean you can read minds.
He's giving that one up.
Yeah, no, I can't read minds.
All right. How many
jerk.
honorable mentions are we having?
2 honorables.
We're 2?
Un, dos,
This
dos.
was hard, dude. I had so many that I had to cut down.
That's what
Who's
she
ending
said.
it this time? Who's going first? Are we rolling a dice?
Why, you want to go last or something?
I'll go first.
I don't
guess.
mind.
I don't give a shit.
I mean, I don't have like a big zinger of a number
All
one.
right, I'll
so-
go last. I'll go last. then.
Wow.
So we'll go this way.
Okay, so you won. Me,
Yeah,
me,
I'll go
me?
first. Well, you can't go first and
Oh
him
yeah,
go last.
that's
It's
true.
just
Then
not-
you would be last.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, so we're doing 2 honorable mentions.
Yup.
Oh man, I'm gonna have such a hard time with this. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Beep beep beep.
My first honorable mention: PlayStation, 1999, Metal Gear Solid. One of the first sneak around games. What do you call those type of games?
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sure, that's what you call them. I'm not into those games. I'm a run and gun type of guy.
I hate those games.
But
Chafing.
I love this movie.
What was that? What is that?
Strafe.
Oh, strafe.
Nobody strafes.
Manny
Let's do
strafe.
strafe.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Okay. I loved it a lot. It was kind of new at the time. I'd never really played those sneak around type games. What is that called? They gotta have a name for that.
I know what you're talking. I can't think of it. Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, yeah, the first of a lot of sequels.
Yeah, a little bit. It's still around. They just came out with the game like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
Metal-
they did.
for,
and I think
Metal-
it's still doing
Metal
pretty
Gear.
good.
Yeah.
That's my first honorable mention.
I'm just not a big fan of those. I've just never got
Most
into
of the time,
yeah.
I don't like it. And it, as a matter of fact, oh yeah, that was a different one. Never mind. Okay, yeah.
My year might be wrong, but one of my honorable mentions, 1993. I remember playing it on the computer. Doom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Doom was a great game.
You get some God mode on there, and
was-
you
yeah.
just go to town.
The first person shooter I ever played.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I think that was the first person shooter ever made.
I'm trying to think. No, I think I might have played Wolfenstein before that, which was
Was
very
that
similar.
before?
It might have. It was right around the same time. All
Doom
that was
was
the
a
same
The,
time.
those
Badass
the
game.
Wolfenstein and Doom,
Yeah.
the graphics were exactly the same.
Yeah.
It just was a
Pretty
little-
same shit. Yeah. Everything down to the little face at the bottom. all
I
that
remember
shit.
playing at Ryan's house, your cousin.
Oh, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan.
Oh dear.
Oh, Ryan.
So,
yeah. No, that was a.
Billy.
oh,
Billy. But Doom, it was. Yeah, it was. I know for a fact it was the first person shooter game I ever played. And it's still around. They just made a remake. I have it on the
Yeah.
PS4.
Yeah. I had Doom 3 on Xbox and some scary shit, man. I tried to play that game with Robin in the room and she would not let me play it.
Well,
she's like, I can't.
The
I
new
can't do it."
one on the PS4, it's like it knows what it is. These people know what Doom is, and it's
Yeah.
let's walk around for 2 seconds and then here's a jump scare.
Yeah.
They know what that game is, and they do it like all. I mean, they do it. They scare me.
The one thing I remember about Doom 3 is that you'd have people. It was not a linear game. It was a
No.
linear game, but
was more
the bad guys
open.
would come out from behind you too.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
was like, oh shit.
No, this is
So you had
more
to
just
be
like
going around.
the storyline is like a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
but it's with scary monsters.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Doom, honorable mention, buddy.
my honorable mention from 1993,
Heyo.
Super Nintendo,
Oh dear.
NBA Jam.
That was a good one.
He's on fire!
Boom shakalaka.
Oh man, I used to love playing this game.
Have that on the
played
PS.
that.
I had to search forever to find it on Super Nintendo. Obviously, you can find it on eBay, no problem. But
on-
I like to dig, so I digged at Dimple Records till I found it.
I don't still have yours, do I?
Yeah, you do.
I do still have it. Okay, it's in that. You know I'm never gonna lose it.
Yeah.
It's on the
in
P.
there.
You can buy it on like any
I know, but it's more
Xbox or-
nostalgic for
oh,
me to play
yeah.
on my Super Nintendo because it brings back memories.
Yeah.
But man, everybody wanted to be the Bulls. You're like, dude, you can't be the Bulls anymore.
Or Charlotte.
Charlotte
Hornets.
Yeah, the Hornets
Oh,
were
dear.
sweet too.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's my honorable mention. Great game.
That was the only way I ever really knew players on sports teams is playing the video games and being like, I know who Alonzo Mourning is.
See, I like the new one because they have it for the on the PSN on the PlayStation Network for the PS4. They have all the regular teams, but you can buy them too, I guess. You can unlock teams. So there's like Beastie Boys.
Well, you used to have
loved
Bill
the
Clinton.
codes. Bill Clinton, George Clinton.
Yeah, George Clinton.
They had a couple other people, but it was I liked that. Or the
That
big
was
head,
so
the big
bad.
head code.
Yeah,
yeah,
the big head. That was awesome.
Yeah, because
dear.
that's how the arcade was, big heads. But when it came to
Yeah.
console, they made them regular heads.
Bunch of jerks.
Bunch of jerks. Okay, my second honorable mention, and we're only doing 2, right?
Yeah.
Make sure I do these in order. A game that I liked a lot. I liked the first one a lot, but the second one they got down even better than the first one. Mass Effect 2 for Xbox 360 in 2010.
So good.
Oh, that is a great game. If you can think, let's remake Star Wars. Let's just take the basic concept,
There it is.
strip it down, and let's recreate it nowadays. It would be more like that with like guns and armor and powers. Like it's just it's pretty fucking awesome.
One of the best RPGs ever made. The Mass Effect series.
Well, that's why I liked it so much because I am a fan of RPGs, but I'm more of a fan of action RPGs.
Exactly.
Shooter. So it's a shooter game. It's third person over the over the shoulder, right? But
I like that a little better. When it comes to those, with that game, it wouldn't work first person.
it was awesome.
So good.
Great story too. They made 3 of those. So the third one was,
And they're making a fourth.
yes, but it's a whole new company that's taken over. I don't think it's BioWare anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Now
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. That's my second honorable mention.
All right. Well, he has a newer, more modern honorable mention. I have Tetris, the original Tetris. Honorable mention, 1984. If I'm not mistaken, one of the original puzzle games ever made. Puzzle games. I still play. I have Tetris on my PS4.
I love the theme song. And
It's so good.
back in the 90s,
Very Russian.
People started putting it in beats and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd get house music with that. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, you were supposed to keep going. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Anyways, sorry. But yeah, it's...
let's start again. 1, 2, 3, go.
All right.
was good.
Sorry, Tetris's lawyers. Please don't sue us.
We're spoofing it.
Yeah.
They can't. Yeah, we can.
Because
spoof
I put the beat in there?
it. Yeah.
So it's a spoof?
We're making fun of it.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
So take that, and we're reviewing it.
There you go.
2 for 2.
Oh, there it is. So we're good.
My number 6.
You mean your honorable mention?
Yeah, my honorable mention.
Who does number 6? We're not doing a top 6.
I have it on here like that. So I had to number them out. This game was revolutionary. This was huge
Huge.
for gaming. And I remember playing the first one, and it was weak. This came out in 2001, Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I played this game nonstop with my friends. This
What was that
all
on
we did.
Xbox?
No, it was on PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
They were like, hey, we have this really not fun series.
Over the view, because it was
One-
helicopter, like overhead view
Yeah.
game where you could steal
Yeah,
anything,
I
but it
remember.
was all blocky and
It was
crappy.
just you were just like a little
stupid.
circle
Yeah.
walking
Yeah,
around.
and then when they came out with Grand Theft Auto 3, it was like mind blown. I
Oh,
was like,
definitely.
oh my.
One of the first open world games, if not the
Yeah.
first world.
Yeah.
Just go wherever you want.
So good.
Because
And
they
every
did
game-
have an open world game, but you could never get out of your car, was Driver.
Oh, it's very similar.
And
Yeah.
that game was awesome, but this was the next
Yeah.
next notch up, and it was,
And now
Awesome.
the game is, I mean, they keep going every time.
oh yeah.
They do basically like San Andreas. I think that's my favorite one of the series. San Andreas was so good. It was based in basically LA.
yeah.
So yeah.
Miami Vice wasn't even that bad.
You mean Vice City?
Yeah.
yeah, Vice City. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miami
Oh,
Vice was a
yeah.
television show in the 80s.
There you go.
That one was
So-
that wasn't too bad either.
All right, so you're number 5.
My number 5, a game that was almost impossible for me to beat at the time. Lots of puzzles, but it was
yeah.
an action game. Tomb Raider for the PlayStation in 1996.
Dude, that was a
Man,
awesome
That
game.
was a great game. I spent half the time just diving off the highest part of wherever I was so I can see her break her neck when she get to the bottom.
See, I never liked Tomb Raider. Ever. I tried, but I love it. I love Uncharted. Love Uncharted.
I've never played it, but that seems
It's
like
the
it'd be
same
cool.
thing.
What I
And-
was, yeah. No, Tomb Raider was a great game. It was, the movie sucked.
Oh yeah, well
They
that
tried to
happens all the
like,
time.
oh, well, we have this great game. Let's make a movie out of
Oh,
it.
sure.
And they're like,
of course,
"Ugh."
but great character. Yeah, I know with the feminists nowadays, her boobies are too big, or she's not wearing enough clothes. Or something.
What?
But she was a great character.
She was based off of, wasn't it Jennifer Love Hewitt was who they based her off
Was
of?
that? I don't think I knew.
I thought it was the girl from Friends.
Jennifer Aniston?
There it is.
She looks nothing like Jennifer Aniston.
I'm just saying.
I'd have to look into that. I do not know. But I loved it. Getting to every part, there weren't even levels. You would just keep going. But every time you got to a certain point, you had to solve that puzzle, and those puzzles were hard.
Oh, yeah. It was a hard game.
Yeah, it was a very hard game. That's my number 5.
Okay. My number 5. A little bit of an older game. Maybe you would say the first video game ever.
Okay.
Pong. Beep boop.
Classic.
Beep boop beep. Beep beep boop beep boop beep beep boop boop beep boop. So good. I mean,
Hey, you got to give it up to the.
it started video games. Like, you cannot say a video game, your best video games list without putting the game that started video games. Period. End of story.
Okay.
I know it's not Gran Turismo or Grand Theft Auto or Lara Croft or anything like that, but it was the first video game ever made.
I appreciate that choice.
I do too. I don't play it, but I have played it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
I don't have much to say. There's not much depth to that game.
Well, thanks for ruining my number 5.
What was your number
he
5?
just mentioned it.
I'm
Is
sorry.
Gran Turismo 2.
Oh, I didn't say Gran Turismo 2. I said
Yeah.
Gran Turismo.
Yeah, same thing.
No, those are two different games.
Hey, that's what happens when you go last.
Yeah. So I will never forget the day my brother brought this home. I remember he's like, look what I just bought. And it was Gran Turismo 2.
Oh, yeah.
And I was never like so excited to play a game.
Oh.
And I had to obviously wait my turn because my brother's like, I just spent a bunch of money on this, so I'm playing it first. But that game didn't come out of our console for like 3 or 4 months.
Wait a minute.
Like, that was
It was
all
Gran
we
Turismo
played.
2, right? Is
Yeah,
that
Gran
PlayStation?
Turismo 2. Yeah,
Is that why
PlayStation.
whenever I came to your house when we were kids, I never got to play because your brother always didn't let you play, so you never let me play?
Exactly.
So get this. I'd watch my friends play that all the time. They're big car nuts. Watching them, I'm like, this looks like the boringest fucking game ever. And then it finally came out on Greatest Hits, so it was real cheap. I was like, I'll pick it up. I feel like a
Sure.
racing game. I was fucking hooked on that
It's
game.
so I'll never
Customizing your
forget,
car.
It was the Nissan or no?
It was the.
Is it the one with the big
Oh,
spoiler
I
on
know
the
what
back?
you're
Yeah, dude, that thing was the
It's
best.
a Subaru.
Was it a Subaru?
I think it was a
Yeah.
Subaru. It was
whatever.
that,
it was the
off-road
fastest.
Subaru. Yeah,
You used
yeah.
to be able to turbo it. And me
Oh,
and my
I
brother.
know what it is.
It
No,
was
it's not
green.
a Subaru.
It was a Mitsubishi.
Nope.
Is
Nope.
that a Mitsubishi?
I know what it is.
I swear it was,
thought
a
it was a
Mitsubishi. My
Subaru.
brother's gonna kill me for not knowing this, but we used to soup it up, and that was like our car.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to kill
I'd be
it with
way
that.
ahead of
Oh
everybody.
yeah, just yarding them.
I remember I played one of those, like the 24-hour races or
oh
something.
yeah. Oh.
I think I fell asleep while racing. Woke up, I was still in the lead, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I would just hold down the button, and it was just like, "Gah, just hitting the wall."
That
It
is-
kept going.
My oldest brother got 99% or 98% done with that whole game.
Wow.
He almost beat the whole thing, but he's like, the endurance races were just
Yeah,
so
those are
shitty.
hard. Like, who's gonna sit there and play for that long?
Oh man, dude, that was where it was at.
Yeah.
But you're number 4.
My number 4. I took this one. I had to give up another one for this, but I feel just as strong about this one because it had a very similar feeling. Is Super Mario 3. The raccoon.
That's a good one.
Raccoon Super Mario.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the first time that you're going, you actually see the map.
The first one with the boats as a boss stage.
Yeah.
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 That was a great game.
The flute. Yeah, it's the first time he
the
flies.
flute.
And I love
right?
how just like the cards and they like spin around.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know, just all of it that was when Nintendo was in its prime.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So that was my number 4, Super Mario 3.
Nice.
All right. My number 4. From 1996. Pokemon Red and or Blue. Look,
Dead silent.
let me defend Pokemon, because Pokemon is the game that you start playing as a kid that gets you into RPGs. It's a simplified RPG that's simple but fun. It's a fun game. I have Pokemon on the DS right now, and I play it. I played it today. So that's all I'm saying. Pokemon Red and Blue was one of the first RPGs for the Game Boy. I know that. They did have Zelda, but it was like Zelda and Pokemon, and that's it for Game Boy.
Oh, I know they're pretty popular. I had cousins that played it. And
They're
stuff,
very
but
popular.
Never really got into them.
They have dancing Pikachus in Japan.
I always have a hard. I've never ever been into portable gaming, even
Really?
like mobile. Like I downloaded the Super Mario Run. And I probably
Yeah.
played it like 3 times.
I haven't played it.
I'm just not a big mobile guy. I like to
See,
sit down.
I like mobile games. I like portable games because I like to go out of my house and play games. So the only way to do that is portable games. So Pokemon Red and or Blue, and you know what? I'm going to throw in Gold because it's basically the same game. My number 4.
My number 4 is a game from 1991
Hey-o.
on Super Nintendo.
Oh dear.
Zelda: A Link to the Past.
That was a good one. Yeah.
I loved this game.
Oh,
How
You said
many
Super Nintendo, yeah.
times I replayed it and beat it, I can't even tell you. I mean, my oldest brother, we used to play this like religiously, and then my sister would play it. We just always kept recycling this game because it was just so much fun. Even though you already knew everything, I don't know, something about it.
I want to look for it on Super Nintendo now.
Oh,
we
it's
gotta
so
find
good.
it.
I have it.
Oh, you have it?
Oh, yeah. That's one of my
keep that one
favorite
too.
games.
We mentioned him early in the podcast. All I remember is Ryan, my cousin Ryan, playing that game
Oh.
forever. Like,
I'd be game
that's it.
if you guys wanted to, like on a night we'll come over and we'll just play
through
all
all those
these
games. Yeah,
I would
definitely.
actually like to play Zelda and try to beat it
That'd
in
be
a night
dope,
because
yeah.
you get really close to it.
I tried to play. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about
All
that
right,
because that
yeah.
might be on somebody's list.
oh,
So
okay. Just
all right,
kidding.
that was my number 4. 3
Okay.
to you.
3. My number 3, revolutionary game. Never felt like this ever before I played this game.
Oh dear.
Didn't take long for me to jump out of my fucking skin. Resident Evil for PlayStation, 1996.
1 or 2?
1.
Good
2.
pull, bitch.
Number 2's better.
No, I'll tell you what. I did think about putting 2 on here because it was to make that game even better. I couldn't imagine it, and they did. They made it better with the 2 storylines, 2 discs. You're not only just playing 2 characters, but you're when you go and play the second character, you see everything that you did with the first character back and forth. I loved that.
That's awesome.
It was
But
amazing.
Resident Evil was the wow factor because there wasn't a game like that scared the shit out of you.
I will never forget that. The first time, that's why I picked 1 instead. Even though I played 2 way more.
Oh yeah.
Booted up the game. I had my friend on one side. I had my sister on the other side, and I had my dad's old stereo blaring with the game, and then those fucking dogs jumped out of the window. And we were just like, "Oh shit!"
Oh man, I love
That was
it.
like the first time I'm like, "Oh my god, this is like something way different." I've never.
that shit was
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, that was an amazing game. I just recently, not too long ago, downloaded the HD version on the Xbox Live.
There it is.
And I got through most of it. I didn't get to finish it, but that was a great one. That was my number 3, Resident Evil. By the way, that's another one where they fucked the movies up.
Oh,
Awful.
ugh.
They should have rebooted that movie after the first one.
The first one was good. Was not bad. Okay. I like Mila.
It was about as I do too. I love her in Fifth Element.
Mila Jovovich.
Jovovich, I think.
What are we on 3?
That was my number 3. Yeah.
So my number 3. It was a toss-up. It was hard to pick. They're basically the same game. And I was gonna pick Elder Scrolls Oblivion, But I decided to pick Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Came out in 2011.
Didn't they just release the HD version of that?
Yeah, for the
Xbox?
Xbox One and the PS4.
This guy wants to say something.
What do you want
found
to
the
say?
car.
What's the car?
It's the Mitsubishi 3000 GT.
Okay.
Oh, of
Turbo.
course it is.
Dude, right there. That was it. You
Oh,
could
yeah,
make
yeah.
it white and green or green and white.
So that wasn't the same car I was using. I was thinking of a
My
different
car
one.
is
I think I know.
motor
The one
car.
I showed you, I think that's the one he was thinking of.
Oh,
Okay, so you were talking about.
sorry.
I don't even remember.
Who-
now.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Skyrim.
Oh, okay. So the HD version. Did you pick it up?
I haven't yet, but I'm going to.
Okay.
Because I love that game.
I've been on the
It's
fence. Somebody
so
told me
good.
it takes you so long to travel from place to place. Like you're just walking for days.
I mean, you have you can have a horse, which
Okay.
makes you go a little faster. Once you get to a place, you can travel to a place you've already been, like a fast travel type of thing.
oh, okay. All right.
So once you find a place, you can go to like the main city and go back to wherever you. I'd put it in, if we were like doing the top 5 RPGs, it'd probably be in 1 or 2. It's so good. The story is excellent, and
I might have to get into that one then.
it's so I can't. I could do a whole show on how good Oblivion is, or Skyrim. God damn it, both of them are very good, but Skyrim is excellent, and everybody please play it, buddy. Please play
I
it.
might have to pick up the HD version.
There it is.
Number 3?
Yeah, my number 3. You gonna show him the picture?
Yes, that is what
I
I'm
knew
talking
it!
about. That is.
Fucking knew it because that was mine too.
I souped the shit out of that.
It looks like a CRX.
What is it?
Hold on, just keep talking.
Well, no, because it's gonna interrupt my number 3, and I know.
It's a Subaru, I think.
Boom! I do not know anything about cars, but I knew that was a Subaru.
It's a Japanese car. I know that.
Is Subaru
Just keep
Japanese?
talking.
So
That's all we need to know. That's
yeah,
good.
That's good enough.
That my life is happy. And
So
complete.
my number 3 is a PlayStation game from 1997.
Oh.
Still holds up to this day.
Hmm.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, of course. Buddy and I fought for this. We fought for a couple of them.
Well,
Yeah.
I would have put that on
And
my
there's-
list too, but I
There's
was late
one
to the game.
Manny was gonna take that I had a real hard time. So it was either he
Yeah.
got that one or I got this one. So
we were both fighting for 2. We both felt very strongly about these 2, and he gave me one, and I gave him the other one.
So Final Fantasy 7 is just such a great game from beginning to end.
Oh, yes. Fuck yeah.
The 3 or 4 discs.
I think it was 3 discs.
It was 3. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean the summons. Remember how you collected those?
the materia.
Yeah, remember the Knights of the Round Table
Oh,
one?
man.
Oh, it was badass.
Just that sound when you summon them, that
Oh.
da 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 da
And
da 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 da.
when you get pulled into a battle, just all of it was so cool. And the names, Cloud,
Oh,
his
totally.
sword, Barrett, all of them
Oh.
was just so freaking cool.
The sound, the level up sound I had as my ringtone for like
What? The
2
da, da,
years.
da, da,
Dun,
da,
dun,
da,
dun,
da.
dun. Yeah, no,
Oh.
that one.
such a great game.
And now they spoof it in the newer games.
Yeah.
Whenever a player gets a cell phone call, they have that
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, yeah.
as their ringtone.
Well, you ever heard? Yeah, the Advent Children movie.
That too.
After the battle, his
Oh, yeah.
phone rings
Yep.
right after the
Yeah.
battle. It goes da 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 da
Dun,
da.
dun,
Yeah,
dun,
so good.
I picked that game up thinking, man, I've never played an RPG I've never played RPGs at that point, and I'm just like, I don't know, man, this isn't really my style. I'm gonna pick it up though, and then I remember booting it up and being like, wait a minute, I gotta play with them all blocky and shit. I was like, I don't know about this, but man, it did not take long
it's
for me
so
to
good.
fall in love with that movie, with
Oh,
that game.
I think I played that game in my life now probably 6 or 7 times.
Did you beat it every time?
Only once.
We keep John, my brother-in-law.
Wait, John from work?
No, this is a whole
Oh.
nother. That's why I have to say this because everybody's name is John.
My name is Aaron.
Aaron, isn't your middle name John?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Melon.
What the fuck is that?
That's my middle name.
Is that? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
okay. Oh, okay. See, I can never fucking tell when this guy's serious.
His
Melon.
initials spell ass.
No, they don't. Aaron Steven Milan Melon Simonich.
Milan is
No.
way different than melon.
It's translated to melon.
Yeah, I fell in love with that game. Everything from the music to
So good.
everything is just like, yeah, I really.
And I love the movie clips in the middle of it
So-
with Sephiroth.
yeah.
Sephiroth. Are you excited for the new game? At
If
all?
they ever fucking
Yeah, if they ever
take it
release
out,
it.
No, they it's gonna happen.
Do you know how long it's been happening for?
17,562 years.
Exactly.
There it is.
They have so far they have showed us a video of the new game. They
Yes.
told us we were gonna get it. They told us we were gonna
Yes.
get it by the end of this year, and then they
Well.
told us that they were gonna take it out in parts, which I thought it was a bad idea because with games like that, they get better. The parts, the
time.
first part is not gonna feel the same as the last part.
No,
so
I feel like a totally different game.
they're just dragging their ass on this one.
That didn't answer my question. Are you if they come out with it, would you play it?
Yes,
Oh,
definitely. yes.
definitely.
Jesus
Doesn't
Christ.
matter what.
All
But
right.
they're never gonna come out with it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Number
gonna,
2 to
they're
you,
gonna come out
Manny.
with it.
My number 2 is a very warm spot in my heart. Very, very warm. The first year that Robin and I were dating,
Oh,
we just gotten
hello.
together.
Ooh.
She was trying to get into my pants. What can I
With
say?
the Marshies and the Coco and the Sex and the City.
Exactly. She wanted to sleep with me so bad that she got me an Xbox.
She wanted to sleep with him.
Yeah.
Not him
me.
wanted to sleep with her.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Of
it's a
Of course.
thing.
I just didn't think I had to say that.
Oh, yeah.
No, she buys me my first Xbox. She knows that I'm a PlayStation person at that time.
That's
And
okay.
she's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna buy him an Xbox. And she's scared about it because she thinks I'm like dedicated to PlayStations, like some people over here.
It's just a video game.
Yeah.
I don't really care. If somebody gave me an Xbox One, I'd
Did
play
she
it.
know that now you'd only be Xbox?
She did not know that. She was scared, so she bought me the. It was like at the time it was a Halo Special Edition.
Oh.
Part 2 had just come out. I don't even think I said that. I'm just now saying the
Yeah.
game. The game I'm trying to say is
Oh.
Halo 2 from Xbox 2004.
Oh, Halo.
She bought me this and it came with Halo 1 and Halo 2. It was like one of those Costco
so good.
packages. And we played these things together. We played both games all the way through. We were playing multiplayer. Robin was fucking a badass.
Oh,
we would
dear.
get online and she would whoop people's asses. I think one session we played for 6 hours straight.
Wow.
It was insane. And I had a 54-inch screen television in a room no bigger than this.
No way.
Just sitting in the corner. And we're
That's
sitting there
badass.
playing like,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know if Aaron was there, but back in the day, Halo 1 came out. We all had Xboxes, and we went over to my brother's house.
LAN parties.
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
and we
Yeah.
had 4 Xboxes, I believe, and we had them all connected, and we had TVs everywhere. I'll never forget my brother's wife, but his girlfriend at the time, came home to all of us in separate rooms and like intertwined wires everywhere, and she's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And we all just look up. My brother was like,
Hi.
"Shit." We're playing Halo, and they went in the room and kind of argued for a little bit, and he's like,
Yeah,
"All
it's
right,
whatever."
you guys got to get out of here." But I remember, like, we were like, "Don't look at my screen, quit cheating."
Wait,
It was-
how
Yeah.
old was your brother then?
Well, shit, I was
No, how
still
old?
in high school, so he was probably 22.
Yeah, so his girlfriend came by and he was like, "Why the
Or
fuck
24?
do you have all these teenagers in our house? We're gonna get arrested."
No, that was early 2000s.
It's not
I mean,
illegal
we're
to
good.
know teenagers,
You know.
especially if
Yeah,
one of them
because
is
when
your
did
brother.
Halo come out?
Halo, that probably came out in 02 or 01.
Yeah, so we were sophomores. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, we're good.
yeah, I played Halo and I loved it, the original. But Halo 2 was the first online game I ever played.
Oh, man.
And I played
God.
the shit out of that game. I still remember me and my cousin Tommy had a clan. You can
Oh,
make
yeah.
clans on Halo
Hell
2.
yeah.
THC, and it was the worst name. True Hate Crimes. I didn't
Okay.
make it up. He did, but I just wanted to play. That was it. I played. I don't think I've ever played a game more than I played Halo 2 ever in the world.
That when you describe LAN parties,
And I didn't go to
That-
that by the way.
brings such like a crazy feeling to me thinking about the times when we had TVs in every room. And to the point where we were playing so much and we were so loud in our apartment that the next apartment said, are you guys playing Halo over there?
Or
we're
you
like,
guys
hell
dying?
fucking yeah. They were like, we're on Halo 2. Get the fuck down here.
Let's
We
get
just
over
had
it.
like at one point we had like 4 of my friends on 4 people that we just fucking met. And we had 2
dear.
TVs, 2 Xboxes, and we were fucking getting down. Man,
Those are the good days.
Those are the best days of gaming right there.
Like,
I just had so much fun.
If they came out with Halo 2 remastered for Xbox One,
They did.
They did.
what the fuck?
When?
When?
It's called Master
Yeah.
Chief Collection.
Yeah,
when?
they've had it for
Every
a
single
while.
yeah, it's been out since Xbox One came out.
with online and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, I don't know if Xbox. Okay, so what happens is now online is that they throw all the levels because it's a collection of all the games.
I got it.
They throw all the levels into.
Blood Gulch.
Yeah.
But see, what I liked about that is you would meet people like, oh, you play? And it would kind of bring you all together where now
Yeah.
you get some jag-offs,
Did-
which
yeah.
suck.
Did
but-
anybody watch Red versus Blue?
Oh, I
yeah.
loved it. I loved it.
They're still going
Funny,
on.
Yeah, it's funny.
They're in like season 16. They're like 12 years now. They've been going on.
What about the level Lockout? Do you remember that one?
I think I do.
Yeah, that like that floating little.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
God,
I
man.
love. I just
If we
want
can
to play
go
that
back,
game.
if we can go back to a day. So
Yes, please.
my number 2, Halo 2.
My number 2, another 2. My number 2 is a 2. A game I beat. Probably 6 times. Half-Life 2. I think is one of the best story modes for a shooter ever made.
I played a little bit of it.
It's so good. I can't say anything bad about this game. It
was an interesting concept. I remember it's a shooter game. You can like grab stuff, right, and like kind of throw it.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna make like movies out of these things.
They're still
They're
going.
working on
J.J. Abrams is connected to
right,
it.
right.
Portal's coming out first, and then Half-Life's coming out second.
Right.
It's so good. I love it. I love it so much. I haven't played it in about 5 years, but it's really, really good. I think it's the best shooter ever made.
Yeah, it's
I've
it's
never
got kind of
played
a
it.
cult following. Yeah, it's a good game. It's fun. All right.
So yeah, that's my number 2. What's
number
your
2.
number 2, buddy?
My number 2 from 1991, another Super Nintendo game, Super Mario World.
This was the other one. This was another one that
This
we
was
were
the
fighting
one-
for.
yeah.
The best Super Mario game ever made. Period. End of story.
My oldest sister is the queen of this game. She knows all the secret levels, all the secret passages.
We're gonna have to talk. Me and
One
her.
time, we were just random. This was probably a couple years ago. We were sitting around. And she was like, "Hey, you want to play Super Mario World?"
Yes.
And I hadn't played it in a while. And she's like, "Jump here, jump there, jump here." And we beat like 60% of the game that night. And she just remembered everything like it was yesterday. And I'm like, "How do you remember all this stuff?" She's like, "This is my favorite game." But we used to always play it. I love playing that game.
It is
Now
a
I just
good
want to
game.
play that game.
I still have it.
I tried to we booted it up the other day. John, my brother-in-law, and I.
Not from work.
Thanks
Not
for
from
inviting me over.
Thanks for inviting me over.
It was like a
Buddy.
Whatever. No.
Do you want to play Super Mario Brothers?
Yes. Wi-Fi. Bing.
Well, we didn't even get
trying
very
to go
far.
for a real 5. Bing.
He was awful at it actually,
Huh,
and
what?
they all quit. They were like, they wouldn't get past the fucking like the first 3 levels.
What?
the
Those
hell?
are the
Come on.
easiest
Yeah,
ones.
I know.
That first little world. You're like, all right, let's go.
You know
Onward.
the first level that makes you move.
Oh, yeah.
That it doesn't stop moving. That was when everybody quit. I was
Don't-
like, come on, dude.
Don't get me wrong. It takes me like a little bit to like
You
get
gotta
back
get
in
it.
the
Yeah, sure.
mode
The
and
feeling
get
of
the
it.
juices flowing.
See,
Yeah.
we just got a Nintendo Wii at our house,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna get that for the Nintendo Wii. Like, I want it real bad.
Rule.
Robin and
Real.
I picked up. We had a Wii, and we picked up
I got a Wii.
Mario. There was a Mario on there. Mario Wii.
Yeah, Super Mario Wii.
That was a really fun game. That was a good one. We
Even
played-
Super Mario Galaxies was super
that was fun. I
never
played that one by
played that
myself.
one.
I
She
never
didn't play
played
that
2, but number 1 was amazing.
It was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was like it was Mario 64, but better.
Oh, on a sphere or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was
On
crazy.
a sphere.
Sphere.
Sphera.
Okay.
So yeah,
We're going to my number 1.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
your number 2 Super Mario?
Yeah, my number 2 is Super Mario
That
World.
was a great game, man. My number 1, my favorite game to this day. I feel like I can challenge anybody, and I'm
dear.
most likely beat
Street.
him.
This motherfucker.
The only
This was one we fought about.
This is
too.
another one we fought about, and he gave me this one, and I gave him Final Fantasy VII or something like that, and Super Mario World.
Wow.
Because this game is amazing.
You're so generous, Manny.
Thank you.
No, it's because he took the best one.
Oh,
The
dear.
original Super Mario Kart, Super NES,
Boom.
1992. Man, the thing that stands out.
Picture perfect game.
Picture perfect.
dear.
Yes, I play that game today.
That game is so great, and it pisses me off because everybody says 64. I'm like, no. NES was where it all started,
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
such a great game that we used to play it nonstop. And it's like nowadays that I still have it, people are like, hey, you got Super Mario Kart
yeah.
on Super Nintendo? You're like, yeah, and you will never borrow it because that is the
Yeah.
best game.
I grew up with the Sega Genesis.
That's fine. I had that
All
one
right.
too.
Yeah.
I didn't have a Super Nintendo. I only played Super Mario Kart when I went to friends' houses like yours.
best
Missed
game.
out. Well, we'll have to.
You know,
have
I'm
play it.
surprised none of us have Street Fighter.
I'm not. a
Street
big
Fighter was a
game.
great game.
I mean, there was I could put a million games on
I
this
know,
list,
I
but
know.
these are the games that I feel really strongly about.
These games
you
are
know-
games that meant something to me.
You know what's
when
really
they came
fun?
Yeah,
out.
definitely.
Because you don't have a DS, do you?
No portable. I don't like.
The Mario Kart on DS is actually super fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's super fun.
I tried playing Mario Kart 64, didn't like it. I even tried playing the Mario Kart Wii. I picked that one up, didn't like it. It just didn't feel the same. The other thing that I think is like one of the first ones, if not, yeah, if it's the first, technically it's the first deathmatch game.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
one-on-one,
Yep,
you
yep, yep.
got the 3 shells that are floating around you, and you have to knock them all off.
Oh,
And I thought that was so much fun. I could play that for hours with people.
very good.
That was my number 1.
All right, my number 1, a little bit newer. Came out in 2007. When I played this game, it's not even a big game. Like, there's no real story to it, but it just felt amazing, and that's Portal.
That is a great game.
Never played it.
It's so good.
The puzzles are fun.
It's basically a real world puzzle game. That's all it is. You're a girl with like metal bouncy legs.
Is it a girl?
Yeah.
I didn't
The
know
main
that.
character is a girl.
I didn't know that.
Metal bouncy legs. You have a gun that shoots one little portal to a wall. Then you shoot another little portal to a wall. And
You can only ever have the 2 sides of the door, right?
Exactly.
The green and the orange.
Yep.
Or the blue and the
Blue
orange.
and the orange, yeah.
Blue and the orange.
And if you go in the orange little round hole, you come out of the blue little round hole. And that's the whole game.
You have to figure out how to use that
To get to the end point. It's so good.
And
It's
what
crazy.
system was this on?
It was on Steam, and then it
You
came to
can pick it
Xbox,
up on
and
Xbox.
it came to every system.
Xbox Live. We'll have to play that next time you're around because part 2.
You have to do it, dude.
Part 2 was then a 2-player, and they did that great. My brother-in-law and I played that quite a bit. We beat it. Oh,
And
that was such a fun game.
I
to play
mentioned it
together.
earlier. J.J. Abrams is coming out with a Portal movie.
That's a little interesting because there's not a whole lot of plot.
I
to this.
trust JJ. Like,
Yeah, I hope so.
Nothing he's done has like disappointed me at all. So, please do a Portal movie. I love the Portal game. There's nothing I need to say. It's amazing and it's lovely and it's wonderful and it's awesome and I love it. Portal number 1, buddy.
Awesome.
My number 1,
Oh dear.
PlayStation from 1994.
Heyo.
This game,
Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. Are you really making Stussy S's?
Stussies? Yes. Stuss-
What the fuck?
I was
What are we,
doodling
7?
since Everybody else is
Do you
doodling.
see him? Do you see those? Those are Stussy S's.
Aaron's
Stussy.
doodling has rubbed off on
I
everybody.
always
Yeah.
doodle.
I wanted to doodle.
This is not my. That's the funniest thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen
I
in my
love,
life.
Right, Stussy. So,
Continue with your number 1.
my number 1, this game, I'll never forget. I played this with my brother countless of times. He used to get in fights with his girlfriend because she'd be like, "Are we going out?" He's like, "Yeah, 5 more minutes." From a game in 1994 for PlayStation was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. But I count Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 the same game because I'll never forget playing number 1. I'm like, you know what would make this game perfect?
Manuals.
Boom. And then they put manuals in it, and I never stopped playing this game.
What does that mean, manuals?
When you roll on two wheels in the back, like when you're like,
So you could do combos. You could be like kickflip, manual,
Manny-
to grind, to
Manny,
nose manual.
It's just me and you. It's me. It's not. Buddy's not there. It's just me and you. He's cheating. Tony Hawk 1 and Tony Hawk 2 are 2 different games.
Doesn't matter.
I get it. I understand what he's saying, though. There's
But they
like
made it so much better. But why this?
Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2?
Those are 2 different movies.
One movie.
Yeah.
No.
This was the premium game for me. Me and my brother James, we never stopped talking about this.
It was
game.
amazing.
Like never. This was the biggest game to us. We still talk about it this day. I'll never forget when we would be doing a combo or something, my brother would be like, bust it. Like, you got this. He'd be like, grab that, manual this, hit that. Like, it was just, we nonstop played this game, and we still talk about it to this day.
Now I want to play it.
And it's just a great game, and they've came out with a bunch since, but number 1 and number 2 will always hold a special place in my heart.
They're kind of
Best games of all time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Awesome.
all right,
Way
let's
to go.
get to this.
I think we should probably do it next time.
Yeah,
All right.
we'll save it for
Yeah,
next
'cause
time.
it's
The
already
show
getting
went
late.
really, really
Yeah.
long. You guys,
You want to tell us, or do you want me to tell everybody
Yes.
where they can
Or
find
we can
us?
all tell them. I don't care. As long as
Okay,
we get it
so
out.
you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Hardly Heroes.
That is wonderful.
You can find us on Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
1.
And then you can email us at hardlyheroes@gmail.com.
Yay!
and look, we'll do your top 5 the next week almost. That was a great top 5 pick.
Yeah, it was.
We've run out of time, but we would like to read our new iTunes reviews next episode.
Yes.
We're so thankful for them. They're just keep growing. We love it. Just keep sending them in. We'll read the latest 2 next episode for sure.
Yeah. So have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.